Peace be upon you and God's mercy and blessings. Peace be upon you and God's mercy and blessings. Welcome, welcome, Dr. Firas. Welcome, God willing, as Dr. Firas. And Dr. Mohammed have explained, our training today will be about what is called electronic course reports and the grading center, and we will see together the monitoring center, the performance dashboard, and the course reports, and finally the grading center, God willing. I would also like to clarify to you that there is a channel for technical support available to you throughout the academic year or semester. We have WhatsApp, and the phone contact number is the same as the WhatsApp number, and this is personally with me to respond to your issues or inquiries specifically related to Blackboard. Additionally, you can communicate with the e-learning supervisor in the college, which is one of the main means of technical support for you regarding Blackboard. There are also technical support channels for students, so if any students have issues with Blackboard, you can kindly direct them to WhatsApp. There is a channel for technical support throughout the year round. We have WhatsApp, and this is personally with me to respond to your issues or inquiries specifically related to Blackboard. Also, you can communicate with the e-learning supervisor in the college, a main support for Blackboard. There are also technical support channels for students. Note this number for student issues with Blackboard. Also, communicating with the e-learning supervisor in the college is one of the main means of technical support for you regarding Blackboard. There are also technical support channels for students, so if any students have issues with Blackboard, you can direct them to WhatsApp. This is specifically for students, and here is the number if you would like to take a picture of it. You can also guide the students to it in case they have any problems with Blackboard. We will also go through this together, God willing. I haven't shared my screen yet, Dr. Firas. I haven't shared my screen, so I'm facing the same issue. Let me bring up the image again. Is that right? I clarified it. This is specifically for students, and here is the number if you would like to take a picture of it. You can also direct the students to it in case they have any issues with Blackboard. We will also go through this together, God willing. I think I haven't shared my screen either, Dr. Firas. I haven't shared my screen. So I'm facing the same issue. Let me bring up the image again. Oh, is that right? I clarified it. Here's the image to capture it. Technical support for faculty members through WhatsApp or call, technical support channels for faculty and students. These are two images, one for faculty, one for students. There are three parts. We'll review, discuss topics, God willing. If you have inquiries, we can discuss and interact. If anything about Blackboard, not necessarily today's topic, but any course or section in Blackboard must match this format. And the second image is for the faculty members. All right, I'm returning to you. So we have three parts in the training, and we will look together at the topics we discussed, God willing. Also, if you have any inquiries, we can have a discussion and interaction. If there's anything regarding Blackboard, it doesn't have to be about today's topic. But if we come and look together at any class or any course created within Blackboard, it must have the same format that you see here. What does it need to have? It needs to have a course list, as you can see. This list contains the content, assignments, tests, and virtual classes. This is a list that the course instructor can interact with. They can delete any item from the list, modify its name, and arrange it, for example, by moving the content up or down according to their preference. The course list, as you can see, contains the content, assignments, tests, and virtual classes. This is a list that the course instructor can interact with. They can delete any item from the list, modify its name, and arrange it, for example, by moving the content up or down according to their preference. However, this list is visible to the student, and they cannot make any changes to it. He can interact with it. He can delete an item from the list, modify its name, and arrange it, for example, by moving the content up or down according to his preference. But this list is visible to the student, and they cannot make any changes to it. The student simply sees the list or the existing elements that the course instructor has allowed him to see it only. But if we scroll down, we will find that there is another section. You will find that its background is black, and it's called course management. Course management is handled by the course instructor, of course, and it is not accessible to any student. Therefore, one of the most important things we will look at here is the assessment. We will review the assessment together. Today's topic is course reports. We will also look at the dashboard and the monitoring center in detail. And we will discuss the grading center as well, God willing, providing a comprehensive overview. Before we look at the reports and the grading center, I would also like you to see something here called users and groups. The users section is important to me because when you want to know the number of students in the class, their names, and their ID numbers, you can find that information here. These are the details about the students. You can enter the users in this way, and the screen will appear as you see it. Here, it used the term users instead of saying students, teacher, professor, coordinator, or supervisor, because anyone registered in this class is considered a user of this class. So if you notice, it has created a column here, like its column called role or user role. What is the user's permission? For me, as a user, for example, I have the role of a teacher. So what about the others? They will be students. You might find someone here listed as a coordinator or supervisor. Therefore, when you scroll down to see the total number of students in the class, how many do we have here? The total number here is 62, but these are not the students. These are not the students. Why? Because you will find that there is a teacher here. For example, here Dr. Rakna is a teacher, and you will also find that I am listed here as a teacher. So now I have two teachers here. So when we subtract them from the 62, number of students in the class is 60. So the number of students in the class was 60. Okay, he is here appearing to me. As you can see, the screen shows about 25 or 30 students, 25 to be exact, because it displays 25 out of the total. So where are the rest? If you notice, it divides them across 3 pages, page 1, page 2, and page 3. Therefore, if you click on next to go to page 2, you will see page 2, or you can click next to go to page 3, all right? To see the rest of the students or to see all the students on the same page, you can click on something called Show All. If you click on Show All, you will find that all the users are displayed on the same page. You just need to use the scroll bar to move down until you reach the last student or the last user. That's regarding the users page. You will find that all the users are on the same page. You just need to use the scroll bar to move down until you reach the last student or the last user. This is regarding the users page. So what does it contain? You will find here the first name, the student's first name, like the student Riham, for example. I have here the last name. This is, for example, last name of the student. And I have the username or the university ID or the employee number, because it shows the employee number for the teacher and the university number for the student as well. It also shows the emails. So if you want to see the students' emails, they are available. This way, you can know the number of students in the class, their details, names, university numbers, and emails. Where can you find this information? It's available here in an element called users, all right? If we look at the evaluation, you will find that there are 4 elements present in the evaluation, which are the score reports. We won't deal with these at all because you don't work with them, and only specialists in score reports handle them. However, you have access to the course reports, such as the performance dashboard and the monitoring center.